Hey guys, how's it going? Thad here with Iowa Budget RC, and I'm back with the Marui Big Bear. And this is, as most of us know, the original RC monster truck. And so last episode, I reinforced the cracks on the insides, and I've got this all sanded nice and smooth. You can't feel it when you run your fingers across. And so I don't think that's really going to show up. If it does, you know, whatever. I'll put a tiny bit of primer over it, and we'll hope for the best. So what I've got to do now is I've got to get all these decals stripped. I'm going to paint the underside of the body all black, and then I will tape off the window area and then spray the outside of the body with the Tester's Star Spangled Blue. And yeah, so that should be pretty awesome. And then of course we'll detail the grill and put the new decals and stuff on it when that's all good to go. I'm going to work on the interior and get it detailed in one of the episodes, but I do want to get the chassis together, so that I think after I get the decals stripped and get the black sprayed, I think that's what we're gonna do here. So after I get the decals off, I will bring you back and we'll see what we got to do to, if there's going to be sticky stuff to remove or what. And check that out. I was able to save the one of the Big Bears and the lettering that says Big Bear to put on the sticker wall. All right, got all the decals off of it. Man, you can see how yellowed this body is underneath of those, or from around where those decals were. I actually thought of something while I was pulling the decals off and found a home for the door decals right here on my WPL body that I'll finish this truck someday. It's just gave me fit after fit after fit, but I think that's pretty cool. So anyway, a little sidetrack. I wanted to find something to put those stickers on, and then of course I showed you the one up there on the sticker wall, and I saved one of the rough countries off the fender and put it right there on the side of my parts box. So anyway, I've got a little bit of sticky stuff to clean off. I'm going to try using Tubbo towels. I think that will clean that off. And then there's some scratches up here in the hood. I'm just going to try and blend in with some 220. And the body's pretty much ready to spray. There's a little bit of scratching up here from previous rollover, but man, is this thing in good shape for being 39 years old, or 38 years old, I guess, because this is an 85. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. I will bring you back when we're out in the garage and spraying this thing. All right, guys, out here in the garage with the Big Bear. I did scuff up the outside, and so it's about as good as it's going to get. You can still see a little bit of scrapes, but you know what? It's almost 40 years old. So what my plan is to spray the underbody here with some TS14 and get it looking black under there. And I was going to use grill paint, but I'm out of the grill paint, which is flat, but I have an idea for the interior. So I think the black inside here with the color that I'm going to do on the interior will look pretty good. All right, got the first tack coat on here. And again, I'm not going for perfect. I'm just trying to get a little bit of coverage under here, more so to cover up the repairs there on the fenders. But yeah, if I have to go over the interior a little bit in here with some brush paint or whatever, I'll do that. But this at least gives me a black inside base color to start with. All right, got 3 good coats on there. I might do one more. Again, like I say, I'm not really worried about it too much. Just wanted to black it out underneath. I think it looks good enough for what it is. It's going to have the windows in it and everything. You're not really going to see much detail as far as you know, the texture or anything like that goes. So when this dries, then I can get everything taped off and start shooting the blue. But I am probably going to start working on the chassis now. Hey, while I'm out here waiting for paint to dry, I just thought I would show you some pictures of Datsun step sides over the years. And they actually stopped making them in '79. They made them '72 to '79. And it was a company out of California that actually converted them. And they called them California step sides. And they were only done on the 600s and 620s. And the Big Bear is actually a 720. Well, the front end looks like a 720, but it has the step side rear box. So anyway, I got as close as I could, and I'll insert some pictures. All right, so we're gonna move on to at least getting this into roller status. I've got the electronics here. Check out this cool all enclosed speed control. Isn't that neat? Like nothing you've ever seen. And it's got these two big resistors on there that are all built into the thing. Marui's must have had their own plug, because this has an adapter to go to Tamiya style plug. Now the motor wires have been cut on both ends, and I'm sure it had like a butt connector or something on it, but I've got an XT60 here. I don't use XT60s for anything, so I'm going to make that my motor plug. That should work just fine. But before I go through all the trouble of putting this thing all together, and then not knowing if the motor works or not, I'm going to take this brand new AA, and I'm going to hold the wire on with my finger, and I'm trying to look through the camera, and we got nothing. It should be spinning that motor. So I think this motor might be dead, sadly. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, that should be more than enough to spin that motor, and it's not doing anything. I'm going to, let's see, do I have small, here I've got a small lithium ion pack. Let's try, I'm gonna, hold on a minute, I'm gonna put you on pause and we will, I'll bring you right back. All right, so I've got this small 1500 lithium ion pack connected. And we got power. Actually sounds really, really good. So we know that works. That's a good thing. I don't know why it wouldn't power up with the AA. Brand new AA, it should be good. But I guess, you know, stranger things have happened. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the pieces to get the rear axle installed. There's screws with that go through up here and through the control arm, and then there's a little bracket that goes on the one side that holds the pivot ball in for the shock. And yeah, that should be about it to putting that on there, and then we can put the front wheels on and at least have it in roller status. All right, got my pivot ball pieces here. Got the 4 screws that I'm going to need to hold those pivot ball pieces on. Put a little bit of grease on the ends of those. And then these are the shoulder bolts for the control arms. And so should be able to put all this in there and throw it together, and we should have the rear end assembled. So we've got the rear end assembled now, and so now we can move on to like putting the servo back in here, which will go in there. As you can see, there's the slotted screws and whatever, the tie rod ends, etc. But I want to put the wheels on this thing just to see what it looks like. All right, just like that, we've got a Big Bear roller. And it's a little tight on this stand, so I can't even spin that. Can spin the front wheels. I went ahead and took these old worn out plastic bushings out of the wheels, and had 4 bearings here, so that was perfect. Put bearings in it. And so now this baby is ready for some primer and some paint, but we got to call this an episode because this is as far as I can go today. I've got other things to do, and life is just completely hectic right now. So wanted to get a video out for you guys. Remember, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, which we are almost at as of putting this video out, we are going to give away a monster truck. And so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We might even throw in some bonus stuff with that monster truck, some shop supplies or something. But anyway, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Share the channel, share this video, whatever you got to do to get the word out there. But the giveaway is going to be open to everybody worldwide that is subscribed, so that I'm pretty excited about that. And anyway, you guys know what to do, so we will see you next time. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and everybody have a great week.